Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back. For those of you that are new here, my name is Ashley Diane. I'm a 39-year-old mother of two, full-time teacher, and competitive bodybuilder with the Canadian Physique Alliance. Today is Saturday, January 31st, and it marks 10 weeks out from my fit model competition. So getting really close. Last double digits. Next week we'll finally be in the single digits. I did my check-ins this morning. If you are new, my weight has been around 129, 130 since December. And I think this is like the 7th week. So right now we're just maintaining. We're not trying to get any leaner. I'm not sure if at the end there might be a little push to get leaner, but I'm pretty much stage ready. And now it's just fine tuning. So this morning my weight was 129.2. I'm down a pound over last week. Totally fine. Last week I was up a pound from the week before. So again, my weight's pretty stable, which is not a bad thing. I like how I look this morning. So yeah. And again, if you are not new and you're a regular, this is not my home. I'm actually staying at my sister's place. I came last night because today I have a photo shoot. So my hair is done. Again, I'm trying to practice my hair and curling extensions. Maybe one day I'll be able to do my hair for show. I don't think I'm ready yet, but I did my hair for the shoot. My makeup didn't really do anything. I just put on a little bit of blush. But this is a shoot that's like a body contour type shoot. So it's more close-ups of certain parts of my body than like my whole body and my face. So I don't think my face will be in the photos, but the hair could kind of be a prop as it's, hanging over my back or whatever. But yeah, I think it will be pretty fun to do a shoot. So not really any new updates at the moment. Did send in my check-ins, wait to see what Aaron says. I don't think anything's really changing. My food's staying pretty consistent. One thing I did tweak for a while, I was getting really sick of chicken, like the texture of chicken. So I modified my meal plan and I was drinking these Alani shakes with rice cakes as a post-workout. But you know what? Since it's been long enough, chicken doesn't bother me anymore. So I'm going to bring it back to my meal plan. Again, recalculate the macros, and I'm going to cook chicken and rice and eat that post-workout. As we're getting closer to show, I think it's smart to stick with more whole foods and avoid any inflammation or bloat. So that's kind of new. But other than that, I don't anticipate my meal plan is going to change. If anything, Aaron may give me more food, seeing how I'm down a pound. But my food's pretty decent. I do have 2 free cheat meals a week, and we shall see how everything unfolds. But I am going to get ready and head out because my photo shoot is in an hour and a half and we have an hour 15 drive. So I will take you along, try to get some behind the scenes for you, but I will catch you in the next clip. Sunday morning, I was back for Reformer Pilates. This is the space in my new gym for Reformer, and I absolutely love it. After Pilates, it's time to train. Of course, it's a glute day. Here I am sitting in reverse on an abductor machine, pushing my heels inward, squeezing at the top, going slow and controlled, and really targeting my inner glute thigh tie-in area. Now hip thrust time. I love this new machine at this gym for my hip thrust. So this is my warm-up set, just one plate on each side. I'm not going too slow and controlled, but I am making sure I squeeze right up at the top. After this, I went to 2 plates a side, about 12-15 reps, and held my last rep for a good 10 seconds. I love that my new gym has a lying leg curl. Definitely miss this from Planet Fitness. So with my lying leg curl, I'm really making sure that I'm pushing my pelvis into the mat and I'm not using any momentum, squeezing a bit at the top and just really being intentional with each rep. Moving on to Smith Machine Good Mornings, I use a wedge and place it behind my heels to really help focus on my toes and ensure I'm pushing through my whole foot, specifically my toes. As you see, I don't go too high in my movements. I keep it on the lower range, just ensuring I have constant time under tension. This is one of my new favorites. I use the assisted pull-up machine and get in position and use it as a glute focused press down. I really dig my glutes to the back and my foot on the stand on the right is just there for support. I'm really digging in through my heels and just really going slow up and feeling it all through my glute and hamstring area. Love this one. You got to give it a try. This is a great finisher at the end of a glute workout, cable pull-throughs. I don't go heavy, and as you see, I have very limited range of motion because I want to keep constant tension on my glutes. I just go back just a little bit with each rep, but I don't go any higher where I lose any of that connection. It's important to fuel our bodies after a good pump. Here I am eating rice and chicken. Hi YouTube, it is now Sunday, February the 1st. It has been a really busy weekend, but a great weekend. The photo shoot was so much fun. The photographer, Mark, is extremely talented. The photos were in the buff, but they were artistic bodyscapes showcasing, the curves of the female body, but also muscle definition. He's already sent me a couple photos, which I absolutely love. And I will be getting more later this week. So some are R-rated that are not for social media or YouTube. They're just for personal preference and, memories to keep of myself. But some of the ones that aren't too bad, I will definitely share. He kind of used my boyfriend as a prop with his hands and his arms around me in different poses, which look really cool. So I'm really excited to see how the rest of the photos turned out. Definitely a photographer I would love to work with again in the future. So that was yesterday, which was fun. Something else happened that I forgot to mention. I will just play a little clip so you can see. So during check-ins at my sister's, I went to plug in my tripod and they have this pheasant that's like mounted on the wall, perched on a stick. Didn't see the stick. I do have a lazy eye, so my peripheral vision is pretty bad. And I walked right into the stick. As you can see, my forehead. It was pretty painful. I'm not going to lie. When I did it, I honestly thought I really injured myself. In the moment, I thought maybe it was stitches because it just really hurt. It took me a while to just gather myself. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. But you know what? I was doing B-roll at the time, filming my check-ins. So I got this funny video and now we can laugh about it. My sister feels awful. And I'm like, honestly, it's not your fault at all. It's a me thing. So don't feel bad, but I'll be fine. It's all what it is. But yeah, and then today I had a great time at the gym. I was there a long time with the Reformer Pilates, which by the way, I really enjoy it, especially on a glute day when it is my warm up to training because it really activates my glutes. It's not that easy, which actually is funny because in the session, again, I brought my boyfriend. We were probably the only 2 people in that group that actually weight train. The rest of the women probably just do classes and we are probably struggling the most. So it's such a different sensation, Reformer. It's a lot more resistance training, very little breaks. So it's that constant time under tension as opposed to weight training where it's heavy weights and then a little bit of a rest, heavy weights, a little bit of a rest. So yeah, it was tough, but it felt so good. I love it for core because you need to really stabilize yourself when you're on, as they call it, the carriage. So it's great for your core and really good at activating my glutes. And I had a great session. But that's about it. Erin has, surprise, surprise, increased my food some more because she doesn't want me to lean out much more. So she told me to up my carbs 20 grams cooked, like 20 grams rice cooked, 2 meals a day. So more rice. And I'm not going to complain about this update. She is going to be reducing my cardio to only 15 minutes 3 times a week. So not complaining. This has definitely been a dream prep. And yeah, I'm really excited. Oh, one other thing. So I did for myself a little side by side comparison of how I looked yesterday at check ins and how I looked 2 weeks before. Virtually the exact same weight. So 2 weeks ago, I was 129.0. And then yesterday, I was 129.2. So like 0.2 pound difference. But I feel like my body composition is definitely changing. Like I am looking leaner while still maintain the same weight. Like my waist is coming in. And yeah, I'm really excited. So just kind of maintaining and really fine tuning my physique. You know, I trust Erin. She has been an incredible coach, and I'm so excited to see the direction we are going to go. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. And yeah, I also was like, I need to tell you guys about this crazy forehead story. But that's about that. And I will catch you on the next clip. Hi, YouTube. Today is Thursday, February the 5th. I haven't really picked up the camera too much since the weekend, but it's been a very busy week. On Monday, I had a staff meeting, seeing how it was the first Monday of the month. After that, we went to badminton, which we do every single Monday. On Tuesday, which I showed a little clip earlier, I went to my son's future high school and we got to tour around, look at different elective classes they have, see the building, and just kind of get familiar with high school as things have changed since I went to high school. Some of the programs are slightly different. I learned that now students have to take 2 online courses as a component to graduate, though parents can opt out. But just some things are a little different than when I went to school forever ago. 22 years ago, I graduated high school. Oh my goodness. But it was kind of nice to see where my son is going to be. Actually, it was crazy. So as I got home, because everyone's like, well, how do you feel about your son going to high school? And I'm like, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. But when I got home from Welcome to High School night, I had a little aha moment. And I'm like, that is crazy that I just went to Welcome to High School night. I have 2 other sisters that have kids. One of my sisters is going to be going to Welcome to Kindergarten night very soon for her youngest child. My other sister is going to be taking prenatal classes as she's pregnant. And then there's me, who just went to Welcome to High School night. And I'm like, wow, talk about like 3 different ends of the parenting spectrum. But it was just one of those moments that I'm like, this is crazy how fast my son is growing up. And every night I do like cuddle time with my kids. So I set a timer on my watch and we just cuddle and talk for 5 minutes every single night. And the other night I was talking to my son. I'm like, do you feel these 13 years have gone by as fast for you as they have for me? And of course, he's like, no, I feel like they haven't gone fast. But for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that my baby is a teenager and high school's around the corner. And I feel once you go to high school, it just really speeds up. Like those 4 years just fly by. But he's a great kid and I'm so proud of him. And I know that he's going to do amazing in high school and just thrive. And with the right teachers to foster his talents and his creative thinking, I think high school would be really good for him. So that was Tuesday. It was a crazy long night. The high school's a half-hour drive from the house, and we didn't wrap up at the high school till close to 8:45. And then by the time my daughter got to bed, and remember, she's only 9, she's tiny still, like she didn't go to bed till 10 p.m. She was so tired. And yesterday on Wednesday, she was like, Mommy, I'm so tired and I don't know why. And I'm like, baby, it's because you went to bed at 10 o'clock. You shouldn't do that as a little girl. But it's just been a busy week. Well, also on Tuesday, here's a story for you. So Tuesday, before Welcome to High School night, I went and trained, as Tuesday is my one evening I train when the kids are with me. So, and we didn't have to be at the high school till 6:45. So I did have time, but I was super efficient at the gym. I was like, I only have these 2 hours because I showed up at the gym 3:30. I wanted to leave at 5:30. I'm like, I'm going to crush my workout. I didn't even take a single selfie, didn't film anything. I was just efficient, minimal rest periods, got in my training. I did my 15 minutes of cardio. My son texted and is like, are you almost home? I'm like, baby, I'm almost done. I'm going to leave. Well, here's the story. In all of that, I somehow, when I got to the car after leaving the gym, I started to drive down the road and realized I did not have my cell phone. So I pulled the car over to the side of the road, ran into the gym because I'm like, oh, maybe I left it in the change room. Looked around the change room, couldn't find it. Ran back to the car, opened up my gym bag, tore everything apart, couldn't find it. I tried to drive closer to the gym because I literally was like a good half a kilometer down the road running back and forth. I'm like, maybe I left it in the bathroom. I go back and check it. Still can't find it. I'm literally going crazy because I'm like, what am I going to do without my phone? I saw my boyfriend as he's leaving the gym. I throw him the keys. I'm like, can you check the car? Like maybe I overlooked it. Turns out he found it in the snowbank outside the gym. So somehow I dropped my phone. And I think just because I was so escalated, like going crazy, I overlooked it. I probably stepped right over it. But oh my gosh, thank God we found the phone, but it delayed me and I didn't leave the gym until 5:45. So 15 minutes later, I went and grabbed pizza for the kids. And then when I was on my way home, like after I picked up the pizza, my car alerted me that there was no key detected in the vehicle because my boyfriend had it. And I was like, first of all, I have no idea how the car let me drive without a key. I do have an app on my phone. It is a newer vehicle, a 2025. So it let me drive without the key. But the whole time I'm like, will my car just shut down because I am driving without a key? So I was like, oh, it was a night. Fortunately, I have a second key at the house. So when I went home to pick up the kids, my son found the key and we were okay. But it was crazy. That was a night, but I'm glad everything worked out. And Welcome to High School was a great evening. Yesterday was karate, which we always have. And then today, clearly, I am at work. I did do my vacuums this morning, which I showed you earlier. I'm doing them about twice a week. I want to be more consistent because having really good core strength and keeping my core tight will really benefit me with prep and my stage presence. So really focus on that. And yeah, so for today, I am fortunately only working a half day. If you watched an earlier video, you know I am in the middle of a renovation, revamping a fireplace, putting in a new one. Today, we are going to go pick up the brick for our fireplace, so maybe I'll show a little bit of that. But other than that, not much is happening with this reno as we are awaiting the fireplace to come in. And we can't put the stone veneer all over the the fireplace that we created until we have the fireplace. But I am going to work my half day and then go home, meet my boyfriend, and go pick up the brick. So maybe I'll show you a little bit of that. But I think I'm going to wrap up since today's Thursday. Friday is around the corner, but I feel like it's been a pretty good week. I had my training sessions, gave it my all. I have practiced posing. I've been doing my vacuums, and yeah, it's been a week of balance, busyness with being a mom. Work is work, and trying to prioritize my goals with fitness and my prep. But yeah, that's about that. I'm going to stop rambling. But oh yeah, and my forehead is getting a bit better, if you can see. That was a lot of fun. It's been a fun week. But anyways, thank you for following along thus far. Please like and subscribe. And I will catch you on Saturday at 9 weeks out. We finally hit the single digits. So very exciting. But I will catch you soon. Bye.